Hey, Mike.
Good morning.
Good morning. So when you see my screen, in other words, if I have just this windowed open, can you just show my screen for a sec? Like, oh, so that's great. So you don't see all my other mess. You just see that. So I can actually still have it windowed. That's good.
Yeah, we're live. We're ready to go.
All right. Well, we got my buddy Andrew here. And I got to turn off the sound on my laptop. Professor Eric is here. Hey, Eric. Okay. So we'll start in a couple minutes. We don't need to rush. Let a few people come in. Creeper. Oh, look. So this is cool. I didn't realize he put that big sign outside of it. So one of my students, oh, this is so awesome. Whoops, I guess I ended up inside. Wait, now I'm confused. Are you in? Is that what happened? To escape room. Okay. So this is one of my students. I'll just go over this a little bit while we wait for people to come in. So this is our realm, and one of my students created his escape room in this realm. Why does it keep sending me around though? That's kind of weird. Yeah.
I love the sign on the outside.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? So to escape room, but I don't know why it's sent. Oh, you know why? Oh, these darn chickens. Wait, hold on. Here, we'll start with our commands. So the funny thing is, these chickens right now, you know what they're doing, don't you? They're stepping on command blocks, which is messing me up, which is kind of funny.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. So now we have some chicken meat. But so check this out. So he has, and this talk about commands, command blocks, and all. So welcome to the escape room. Forget if I need anything from here now. So we're gonna go in the escape room. And whoops. Here we are. Look at all the chickens. So we have to get out. Yeah. And so he has a few books in here. So it says here, wait, what goes up but never comes down? The sun, a rocket, a balloon, age. I think it's age. What do y'all think?
Nice.
Is this for WHAM 7th grade? This is for the world. But we love to, I am doing this for my classes, except for our 7th grade class. We're not doing stuff with Minecraft just yet. We're focusing on MakeCode Arcade, but please join us. And room 117. Hello, room 117. So it appears the book contains more information than the answer. And this is interesting too. The lectern reveals the key to knowledge and escape. It is not the precious ores, but the unique stone which serve as the keyhole to freedom. So if you put the book on the lectern, are you familiar with how lecterns work, folks? Wrenchy. So with a lectern, who knows what a lectern does or is in Minecraft besides a place to put a book? Anyone?
It trains villagers, or it's a villager thing for their
villager
profession.
thing. You know what it also is it sends a red zone signal based on how many pages you have open. So right now this should undo it, but let's see. I guess I already opened it, so maybe it's okay. But because I was on page 3 and 4, it sent a signal 4 blocks, and that's what opened this, which got us this here. This is awesome. So Feldronics is Felix, one of my students. This is his game.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's in the chat, which is awesome. So that's what got me the lever. And now let's see. So now, if I remember, there are other. What else do I have to do, Felix? I know I need the how to use the lever somewhere.
Hey, I'm gonna while you're doing that, I'm gonna show people the outside of this.
Okay.
Because it's
Can they
awesome.
see it from?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So this is the outside of this. It's a sphere and it says escape, but I love the sea lantern. Look, we're gonna show people how to make a giant sphere like this at the end. This is
No
our grand finale. Going to show people how to make a sphere. Steve and I were playing around with this last week. We may have teased it on Twitter a little bit, but we had some fun making giant spheres. There are multiple giant spheres in this in this world.
Now, while this is going to sound a little odd, but while we're talking about spheres and such, and maybe you could look this up, but if you look up the I don't know what you call it, the model of the coronavirus, it actually is very spherical with other stuff around it and whatnot. And Eric, who's on this chat, is working with us to put out a lot of Minecraft challenges related to the coronavirus over the next couple of weeks. And one of the ones I think we're going to do is have kids have an opportunity to build a model of the coronavirus in Minecraft. I kid you not. Professor Eric was thinking the same thing. So anyway, so let's go, Felix. We might get to show more of this later, but I'm going to start the actual kind of lesson on the commands and command blocks and stuff. So right off the bat, I want to kind of get out of here and I want to cheat a little bit. Although, funny thing is, I'm in survival, so I'm going to have to. So, do you see my screen now, Mike, or are you still in yours?
Yeah, no, I'm in. Okay, I'm in yours.
Okay, cool. So, what I want you to know about commands, just to get us kicked off, is when I hit / for a command, the first thing you'll notice is that a mess load of commands start to populate in the text in the chat. Now, it only goes up to P for particle, if you see. So there's a ton more. But as you start typing, it'll autofill. So I want to teleport myself, and I just want to get out of here for a minute. And I'm going to teleport myself, let's say, 100 blocks in the air. So these, we could call them squigglies, or we could be more formal and call them tilde. The tilde means relative to where we are. So right now I'm saying I'm going to teleport, and I'm going to stay where I am on the X coordinate, go up 100 on the Y, which is up and down, and then stay where I am on the Z, and boom. So there I am. So now I'm on the top of, and wait a minute, that's weird because I put myself in, I could have sworn I put myself in creative, but whatever. All right, well, that's good. Look at where we are now. So here are some crazy command blocks that Mike and I are going to show you a little bit with later that helped us create this kind of crazy world that we're building. And the purpose of this world is several-fold. One is we're using it as a realm that students can build activities in or do some of their projects in. So hopefully in time, there'll be some of my kids' Rube Goldberg projects. As you saw a few minutes ago, we already have a mini game and escape room in one of these spheres. One of these spheres is intentionally underwater, so we could do some underwater exploration and such. But the idea is these are going to kind of serve as, in a sense, like learning spaces, but cool learning spaces, sort of like a Harry Potter meets school. So anyway, so these are repeating command blocks, which we're not going to get to yet. But what we are going to do is start playing around with commands first and then see how that translates into command blocks. So again, when I hit /, which is funny because now it's not showing up as my, oh, there we go, /. If I want to set the time, this is a real simple one. Notice as I type in time, it kind of provides some more help. So it allows me to see this time add, set, or query. And I'm a fan of time set. And as the hopeless romantic that I am, I'm going to give us a little sunset for starters. And there's the sun setting in the distance because I just changed the time, okay? Now, really, I probably should go with day for now because I want you to be able to see things a little better.
Looked great. It looked great with the spheres.
With the sunset in the spheres? Yeah. Yes.
Dramatic.
Dramatic. So, okay, so that's one simple command. Now, who doesn't love to summon entities, right? So to spawn or summon an entity, the command is summon. And again, as you see, I start to see a list of all the things I could summon. I'm sure a lot of you want me to summon an Ender Dragon right now. I'm rather going to summon a chicken I happen to be a fan of chickens, at least in Minecraft. Okay, so there's my chicken. Now I am going to use what I did before and think about having the chicken fall from the sky. Okay, now if you remember, this should show us that this is going to be, it's going to be right above me by 20 blocks because I'm staying the same for my X, 20 up, and stay the same for my Z. And I look up in the sky and here comes a chicken. Now, interestingly, okay, so pigs do not fly. Chickens rather, and excuse me for anybody who's seen me present before because I use the same corny jokes every time, but chickens, yes, he does, she says.
Even at home.
Even at home. Oh boy, I've got a great crowd here. So the chickens are born with a built-in parachute and they could float down to safety. Pigs, not so much. So anyway, so that's the summon command, right? And Andrew thought it was funny. So anyway, so far, just so you see, we've got our teleport command, we've got our summon command. One more that I'm going to show you before we move on is a favorite of mine. Do not remove command blocks. True, please do not. I'm going to move over so I don't mess this up. Oh, in game mode, C for creative because I want to be in creative for now. Dinner beef. All right, so now also notice in the upper left-hand corner of my screen, you see my position. All right, we've got Fryman here. Fryman. I can't see what that says. Let me see what that says. It says, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Fryman. All right. So those are my coordinates. So if I want to use absolute coordinates, like where I am in the world, that will allow me to do that. But I'm going to stay with the relative coordinates for now, and I'm going to use, look at the turtle. I'm going to use the fill command to show you something else here for a second. /fill. Now, fill is a great command because it allows us to build something rather quickly. And see how this says fill from here to here. So I'm talking about what my X, Y, Z coordinates of where I start is and where I end. So let's just, for argument's sake, do something here. I'm going to take a block here. Let's just say we want to fill an area from here, okay, to, we will do it with, that will go all the way up to, I just don't want to mess up any of our command blocks or anything. From starting, I'll go to here. All right, so now, okay. Can somebody do me a little favor? Let's see here. Where's the other one? Way over there. Okay. I need to know, I'm actually going to do it with the absolute coordinates. So this is where I'm starting. So I'm actually going to write this down for myself in Notepad or something. So these coordinates are 488, 76, 2. You don't see my Notepad. When you start doing this a lot, you'll have like pieces of scrap paper all over the place for where your coordinates are. And let's just say we want to be to here. So this is 444, 65, negative 32. 445, what did I say? 65, negative 32, okay? And I'm actually gonna be smart enough to copy this. I'm smart like that. Okay, now you don't see what I'm talking about, but I'm doing that in Notepad. So if I go /fill, I pay, ooh, that didn't work. /fill. Oh man, it won't let me do that. All right, /fill 488, 76, 2 to 445, 65, negative 32. Now that looks like a lot of stuff. This is the X where I'm starting, the Y where I'm starting, the Z where I'm starting. So I'm filling in from here to here, which is 445, 65, negative 32. And I'm going to fill this with, what should we fill it with? Should we fill it with bees nests? What would that do? That sounds scary. Let's do it with, diamond block. Everybody loves diamond block or glass or what have you. How about, yeah, whatever. That's right. Now, so right now, if I do this, it's going to be a solid structure that's going to be, this big. I'm going to make it hollow. So if I hit 0 hollow, that's what that'll do. So boom. So there's the building the structure that I just built. It went from that part that I was talking about all the way up to that tree. Okay, and since it's hollow, you can go inside it. Okay, cool. What do you think, everybody? Is that cool? Let's see here. All right. We've got Souththink Gaming is here. Awesome. Okay, so here we go. So that's that. Now, the whole point here, though, is we wanted to talk about commands and command blocks. I like to start with the commands so you just see how everything translates. Like all of those text commands, and I got to turn my volume down here. Hang on. That's a lot of loud. All right, much better. Okay. So now let's talk about the same stuff in the context of command blocks. Okay. Now, one of the things about command blocks is they are not in my inventory. They're so like super secret that we have to know how to get them. And we use a command to give them to ourselves. So it's give at s. Oh, thanks. Eric was writing those coordinates for me. I appreciate it. Yeah, command block. And right now I'm actually in Windows 10 edition. Command blocks work in all editions. Dinner Beef, who's on here, will tell us, I'm sure, that there are things in the Java edition that function a lot differently. But for our purposes, for automation and things that my students do with game design and everything, we've had great luck, great success with commands and command blocks in Windows 10 and Education Edition. So here's my first command block that we're going to mess around with. So I'm going to set one up right now to change the time to night. Okay. Now, a command block by default, by default, the command block, this is an impulse command block. It's going to happen. It needs redstone, though. I could have it be always active, but it needs redstone to activate. So real simply, all that really means is I need some kind of signal going to it. So that could be a lever. It could be a button. It could be a redstone torch or block or what have you. And it could be a pressure plate. Okay. Now, so that Java master race. So if I go here and I now use my lever and I just turned it to night, okay? Now, let's make another command block that changes it to day. Time set day. And let's say well, for this one, why don't we just to show the difference. With a pressure plate, if I want to put it right on top of the command block, I have to crouch down to place it there. Okay, and boom, day. And this one, though, has to be done by the lever. And this one, I just step on. So there's that difference. If I put a pressure plate here as well, then I could dance around and make it night, day, night, day. We're having fun here, right? Okay, so that's the same command that I was talking about before. It's just in a command block. So it happens whenever I activate that command block, which is nice because I don't have to type it in every time. Now, the same would then apply to the command block for summoning something. So we know the command, summon. Spell it right. And actually, you have to you have to put anything in here the way that it is in the game. So in other words, if I did want an Ender Dragon, I just don't because we have all of our beautiful spheres that I don't want exploded and stuff. But Ender Dragon has an underscore in it in Minecraft when you're using the command, so you'd have to do the same. So, okay. So now this is good because if I now do it with a pressure plate, the thing about it is anytime a chicken walks back over that pressure plate, it'll also, that's how chickens are produced, is that they reproduced, is that they walk over pressure plates that continue to spawn themselves. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, so dinner beef.
That was a joke, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I got it and laughed, Steve, just in your defense.
Thank you.
All right, I'm still here.
Excellent. So Mike does not mind my corny jokes. There we go. So that's that. Now, similarly, actually, if we did my other little trick from before of summoning the chicken from 20 above and have a pressure plate here, what do you think is going to happen? Anybody? I found out KFC's secret. I got to show you all something. One of my students, their Rube Goldberg machine was to help KFC fried chicken. So they had something that did all this stuff. And then at the end, a million chickens start spawning in the, see what happened there? Into a pit of lava. Watch. See that, folks? So because they're falling and hitting the pressure plate, we have chicken after chicken after chicken in theory. Uh-oh, where they stopped coming? Come on, chicken. Oh, because they're on the other one now. It should, I guess if a chicken falls on top of a chicken that's already on a pressure plate and it doesn't have enough pressure to press the plate, then maybe we don't get the next chicken, but otherwise we do. Okay, Ms. Lee, teacher is here. Yeah, that's it's okay. So we got that. So it's starting to make sense. Now, likewise, I can, let's use this one. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to use our fill command now, and we are going to fill make a diamond, or we'll make the glass cube, just a real small one here, just so you see it work. And ready for it, wait for it. And it didn't work very well. Let's see why. Where's my glass? Let's see what we did wrong. Oh, I said hollows. It gave me that syntax error, if you notice, so that's kind of cool. So there we go. Oh, we caged a few of the chickens. Okay. So there's that. Now, are we ready? Are we ready, Mike? Not for the sphere, but for something else. Actually, how about? Yeah, I thought so. How about this though? Before I go on, people who have some, I like this to be interactive. People who have their favorite commands, maybe some that we didn't even go over yet. Let's. Oh, you're so nice, Ms. Lee. Let's shoot out some of your favorite commands in here, and we'll try to, get some interesting things happening based on your input. I shouldn't have all the fun. Who has a favorite command that they like to use? Ms. Lee is saying hi to you, Mr. Washburn. Game rules are nice. Yeah, game rules are nice. Okay, so let's play around with game rules a little bit. / game rule. Now, a lot of things here that are interesting. So command block output, I could change that to true or false, right? So now if I do /kill at E, nobody has to know the chickens are dying. Chicken. Oh, I lied. Wait, why didn't it? Oh, that was not, I'm sorry, that was not a command block. Okay, let's try that again. It was, that was if we did it this way as a command block, kill at E type equals chicken. Okay, now it's a command block. And now, because I told it to have the command block output be false, let's see what happens. I should not see the results of that. So even if chickens are dying, we don't know it right now because of the command block output. Okay, oh, I wear the crowns is here. Okay, so game rule. Right now we're in Windows 10 edition or Bedrock, so you could do all of what I'm doing in regular Minecraft, but everything I'm doing can be done in Education Edition as well. Okay, you can't hear me, but other people can, I hope. So game rule, do daylight cycle. If we make that false, then it'll stay day as long as I make it day. What is day now? So it's not going to cycle through the times and stuff. Okay, okay, this is a good one too. You're right. Game rule, do immediate respawn true. Now, what'll happen here is game mode survival. If I kill myself in here, boom. Now what happens is, oh wait, why did that not work? Let me see, did I do something wrong? Try it again. Maybe I never hit enter. Game rule, do immediate respawn true. Yeah, see, now it just respawns me without saying you have died and whatnot. So that's value. Hitting enter helps. Thank you. That is true. So other commands people want to see implemented before we move on? I want to get into a little bit with chain commands and things like that as well. And then, gosh, the repeat command, but always used with caution. Well, I'll go on to chain commands. And then, okay, so go back to creative. All right, so here's the interesting thing about command blocks, about chain commands. Not give at self. Now, I could give myself a chain command, but I'm going to just start it with a regular command block. Now, here's a command block. See, facing a certain way. Now, this is one of those opportunities I get to help you not make the same mistakes I've made over and over. When I started trying to use chain command blocks, I thought just as long as they were next to each other, it would start the chain. Well, not so much. So like, see right here how those are facing different ways. This will not really activate the chain properly. But if they are facing the same way, and right now I'm hitting shift to crouch, but I'm also actually just facing the right way for it. So now I have 4 command blocks. These are all regular command blocks right now. I'm going to change each of these to a chain command block, and I'm going to actually say always active, meaning the chain is initiated, it will automatically continue, okay? So it doesn't need its own redstone signal. It's just going to be, once this kicks it off, it'll go. So I'm going to do the same for these.
Hey, Steve, we have a question.
Oh gosh, how do they find
Students
the
get
original
lost?
look? Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
So my suggestion, now that we're learning about commands here, you ready for this, Miss Lee? If you start your game with set world spawn, now my world spawn is right here. So if I were to die, then I would end up back here. The other thing is, it's always a good idea to start to keep some notes of your own coordinates. So see on my screen where it says 433, 64, 16. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have keep record of your commands and say, "Oh, this is where my 6." Then I could always later, if I'm lost, teleport to 433. What was it? 64, 16. 433, 64. Okay. The other thing is if there's more than one of you in the game, like right now, I could teleport Mike to me. Boom. And there he is. So I just teleported him to me.
Uh-oh.
And the Bebs. Okay, cool. What's that? What's the uh-oh?
Oh, I just realized I was teleported
Now.
to you.
Ah, sorry. I didn't mess you up too much. It was for the audience. Okay, so here's my command block and 3 chain command blocks. Okay, so what I could do now is let's just say I have a lever or a pressure plate or whatever here. When I pull this lever, it's going to activate this whole chain, which right now, none of these command blocks tell it to do anything. But just for the simplest of examples, let me show you. We'll do summon chicken, summon zombie. Oh, this will be fun. Wait. Summon villager. And who doesn't love a cow? Okay, ready? So now, again, this will initiate this whole chain. Watch what should happen. Oh, now interesting. So something got broke here and didn't work. I'll tell you why. I forgot the always active. And I forgot the always active.
Zombie's not happy with your mistake.
No, he's going into the water. He's done. Steam Cultivator, do you have to change each individual block? Here's another way. I'll show you how to do that. Yes. So watch. So first off, let me just do this again so you see it. Now, watch what happens. I love how zombies chase villagers. Have fun for hours. Uh-oh. Go, villager, go. So I have some kids that have done some amazing things. Oh, how many can be stringed together? That's a great question. I don't know the answer. Maybe a lot. I'm really not 100% sure. That's a great question, though. But a lot of my students, when they made the Rube Goldberg projects, they had the idea like, ooh, if a zombie chases a villager, let me have the zombie chase the villager, then the villager will step on a pressure plate to activate something else and then keep going. And one of them had the villager on a tightrope, so the zombie was chasing it, through the tightrope. So is it redstone dependent? So in this case, these are saying always active, meaning this one does require, redstone, this first one. You could tell it that it doesn't need redstone, but with an impulse command block, I think it's interesting because a repeating command block without needing redstone, it will just continue forever. And I'll show you that in a minute. But anyway, let me show Steam Cultivator what she was asking. So let's get rid of these for a minute. Now, this command block is at least chain unconditional always active. It happens to be summon zombie. If we want, watch what will happen. If I middle click with my mouse button on a block in Minecraft, it really works for any block. Middle click with your mouse button, or there's probably a way to do it with other controls. And then if I paste it, I'm sorry, now this command block that I have here has those properties. So, and the reason I need to hit shift and do it now is because they're all together. And that one, I don't like when it, okay, so now watch this. Now, okay, so they're still always active in chain. It didn't keep the summon zombie, which is fine. Summon villager. Game rule max command change length. That's awesome. Let me check that out. Summon cow, whatever. And then let's have our little party start again. And each of those did take on those. Oh, what happened to my zombie? Zombies. Okay. It counts. So let's try that. Game rule max command chain length. Now, what's the? I'm gonna guess it won't like that. That's crazy. Is that for real? Like, can I chain that many command blocks together now? I wonder. If you don't have a chain command block to right, that's true too. But if I do /give @s chain command block. Now the only difference here though is I believe that this one still says always active. Oh, you know what? That's how I had them. I'm sorry. So I guess by default, a chain command block is always active. So that's perfect. Thanks, Felix. Yes, they have to be facing this. Well, not a certain way, but the same way. See how these are facing the same way? So if I want another one, you have to be facing it. And if it's that close, if I crouch down, it'll let me place the next one and see how they're all facing this way. They will allow you to do a turn, but you can't have them be facing the wrong way like that. That will not work. Hey, we have great questions here. I appreciate it. A lot of them happen to be from my wife. Let's see here. So what do we want to do now? Mike, should we show the craziness that is, well, actually, is the sphere?
Yeah, totally.
All right. So let's look at it up here. So we looked this up because that's what people do for Minecraft when they don't know how to do something. They look up how some really smart person did it. And oh wait, you have a question above that, probably delayed. What's the question, Eric? I'm sorry.
Is your red? Do they have to be facing this? I'm just, yeah, I don't see the question.
Let's see. And I don't know if I can see. Let's see. Eric.
While you're looking at that, I'll share my screen.
All right, landed on the other side. I see that, but I don't see.
We wanted to make this world into different spheres so that people could build inside them and create their own kind of unique environments. So we had to go learn how to do that.
Yes, but hold on one second. So we have Nathan Stevens here, which makes me happy. Hey, Nathan. I have seen some builds where chain commands reset the world. Absolutely. So there's no undo. So the command blocks, what you have to do, and this gets really interesting and tricky. And in fact, Felix, who's on this, one of my students, Feldronics, he did that for his escape room. You know what? I'm going to show that for a minute, Mike, and then we'll come back to this. Where is the escape room? Looking for big signs that say escape or escape. This is good stuff because that is very important. And when my students make games, I always want them to be able to reset the world. So that was exactly the problem we had to resolve. And why am I not finding the escape room?
It's on the other side of the big sphere.
Like, if you go there, I'll teleport to you.
Okay.
Am I going the right way or no?
It's over. We need to draw write like giant maps in the sky. Here, I see it now.
Yeah.
You can teleport to me if you want.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Escape. I love the signs, Felix. And see how we're also in this world. We're putting these
rails.
Train rails to get us around the whole world, as well as we're going to have actually. What I will do, which would have made this easier, is in a spawn area. Whoops. We'll put some teleporting command blocks to help us get around. Oh boy, should be able to get in there, but nope.
I'm working on building out some of the tunnel under the water.
Awesome.
So that people can see how cool it's.
Some of my students say that they've been in here doing some other stuff too, so we'll see. Now, how do can I get into the escape room without? I would have thought I could have gotten in there.
I couldn't figure out how to get in, so I just. All
right, so I'll teleport in. Oops. Actually, let's see. Negative 20. All right, so here we are. We're inside now. Now, Felix, where did you say you said? You said if you check below the room. So what we did was what I want to find is remember where we did the where do you have the clone commands? Are they under here? Oh, here we go. Is this where you mean? But that's a little tricky. I don't want to break anything. Maybe I have to go under. I can't really get in there. Let's see, near the exit below the chest and the signs. Near the exit. All right, let me go in this thing. Here we go. So we're gonna go in. All right, near the exit below the signs. So is this the exit here, Felix? Like I don't want to break anything. Well, here's an idea. Here's what I'll show you, Eric. So this is what we did. So see this chest, which has these books in it. And I actually, come to think of it, messed it up because I took that one book out, but it'll reset it later. So somewhere else, there's a chest, like out of sight, out of mind, that has what this chest is supposed to have in it. So if you look, this chest is Mind Pharaoh 3. That's Felix. He's probably going to come in and show us. So let's see. If you teleport to me, Felix, or if let's see. Oh, there he is. Okay. All right. Show us. Aha. Felix to the rescue. Okay, so see all these command blocks? So each one of these, well, that one says kill a minecart, okay, because that has to reset something. This one, other ones must have the, okay, so see this fill something with air. So there's something that he refilled a block with air. This replaced some redstone wire. That summoned a chest, a minecart that we needed somewhere. The one I want to see is I want you to see the clone ones. Nope. Are the clone ones down here, Felix? Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So see this, Eric? So this is saying clone. There's a block at 105, 78, 106, and see how it's saying the same one. It's only cloning this one block. So it's the block from 105, 78, 106 to 105, 78, 106. So somewhere outside the world, Felix has this block out there that has maybe one of those chests with the books in it that are supposed to stay in there. So he has a duplicate of that. Then he's placing it back in the game at 132, 67, 99. So that's super cool for automation's sake, so that every time somebody starts his escape room or before they enter the door, it replaces everything. And every time they go, I think at the end it does it too. So very cool stuff. But it's the beauty is, and it does, so that really helps a lot. So that's the kind of thing. So Felix, thanks for taking us in here. And now, Mike, are you still back by the sphere stuff?
Yeah, I'm underwater, but I'm right near it.
Okay, I'll teleport to you in a second. So Eric, yeah, you can do it with the whole area. In other words, I would clone from one block to another. I have students, I wish I could show you this one right now. They did exactly that. They created a mini game that they hide the whole, untarnished replica, somewhere in the world. And every time that you fail at the game and go back to the beginning, before you start, you step on a pressure plate that rebuilds the whole thing because it has a lot of falling blocks and things like that. So really neat stuff. Let's see. Now I'm going to teleport to Mike. Oh, I see. We're underwater because you're doing work. No time for whoop, look at the fish. Okay. Now, where the heck is that? It over there?
Why don't you talk and we'll use my camera?
Okay. Oh, so where are you? So
Sir.
if I just have to. So I'm watching you now. So you're going to go back to the original command blocks to where the
where are they?
we're
They're
going to
on
build
an
a sphere
island.
again. Yeah.
I think the
So we'll
island
do
is
we'll
over
build one
here.
of those spheres, and that'll be kind of we'll wrap up with that, and then have people ask questions while the sphere is building. How's that?
What's the command to go to spawn? Keep.
Well, in theory, if you kill yourself, you should go back to spawn if we have spawn set up right.
And what's the command to kill myself again?
/kill space at S.
Oh, /kill space. Oh, at S.
Yeah, this is awesome because I'm used to there being more of a delay in the stream no matter what, and I'm seeing things in like real time.
/kill
space. Are you in survival or creative?
space.
Are you in creative?
Yeah.
You have to be in survival.
Oh, so that's.
How about if game?
You
game.
do it because you're gonna do the commands anyway.
All right, so /game mode survival /kill silent raider. Sorry. Now it. Okay, so now you can teleport to me, or I can teleport you to me.
Perfect.
What we're going to do, all right, so let's go back up here. Now, this was interesting. Like, I love when people contribute things when we're kind of making things happen. So see how these command blocks also have, so the command block this is the command block that we need to, why is it not? Oh, I'm in. You have to be in creative mode to use command blocks, by the way. So this is the command that we're going to be messing around with in a second to build one of these wackadoo spheres. So the execute command is for everyone. So this means it's going to execute for everyone. And it's going to, what this means, and I don't fully understand it to be quite honest, but this is the center point of the sphere. Okay. So 280, 112, 163. So in a minute, Mike's going to go, or maybe he'll go now, to a place where you want. He's going now. So he's going to go to a place that we want to create another one of these spheres. Now, that's the center point. Now it's going to fill, and these carrots or something like this is different than that squiggly. It means this has something to do with I think the radius, and this is the part like inside, like in other words, if this is 50, it's going to be either a radius or diameter of 50. And then the 48 means how far out it's also going to go. So like it's going to be about 3 blocks thick, like 48, 49, 50 on the outside. But the 0 to 48 in the middle is going to be the empty part for whatever reason. So we can make that, I think if we made it 50 and 50, it would probably be just one layer. If we did the 49, it would be 2 or what have you. So we're going to try this now. Do you have a setup point for us?
I'm in a position now. Do we have a sense of how big we want this? Because that's the other thing we need to talk about is the radius relative to position.
Yeah, let's go 20 for this one and see, because
so a 40
I want to
block.
So you want to be.
So remember that number. That number is half, right?
I was thinking we would do this number instead of 40, do 20.
Right, but that number is the radius, correct?
I think so.
Not the distance across, but the half distance.
I think so.
We think that number is the radius
and not diameter. So we're
not
talking math
diameter.
here, people.
This is like
This is
important
math.
because
Yeah,
if we
but
screw
we
that
don't-
up, this sphere will be
well, it's
either really big
It's
or
either
really
half
small.
or double. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to put this in the air.
Okay. So now we're going to use a repeating command block this time. And repeating command blocks, you always must use with a degree of caution. I'm going to copy this. Now here, it would have been good if copying it would have brought the code over with it, but clearly it doesn't. So we're going to do execute for @e. Now what's the center point?
Okay, give me just a minute. I'm just getting myself into a nice position here. I have a place where I want it to be. I'm gonna switch to I'll switch to my screen when you're ready. So go ahead. Oh, do you need my location now? Yes.
Yeah.
450.
Keep my screen for now.
Yep, 452.
452.
115.
115.
347.
347. Now, I believe this is where I say fill. Caret, 20, we're saying.
Okay.
And caret, 19. And then what do we want to fill this with, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh.
What do we want our...
Oh.
No. Anybody, your favorite block?
Yeah, what's a cool block to make a sphere from? With the idea that we've already made like a white sphere that's big and huge. We've made a glass one, and we've made a
sea lantern
sphere. Goldstone's kind of ugly.
Glow or gold?
Black sphere. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Obsidian.
Obsidian it is.
This is going to be wild. Also very dark. An ice sphere would be wild.
Ice, we'll do that next.
Yeah.
And then you'll slide all around it and stuff. Now, hopefully I'm doing this right. It's entirely possible we're not. So that's a repeating command block, but we're saying needs redstone because I do want to at least activate it. Otherwise, the whole world goes wackadoo. So here we go. So now I need I'm going to build another one of these little nifty things here where I'm going to have my lever here. And then, oops, not that way. We got to stay. If I don't stay organized, Mike gets really upset.
Hey, we should thank TDEFFE1 for subscribing with their Twitch Prime subscription.
All right, thanks, Tristan. And then this. See, we like this because this tells us when we're actually live or not with this command block. It's just a silly way to check that it's going the right way. So now,
it's happening. Oh no,
it's happening. It's happening quickly there. Why is it so? Oh, maybe because it's small. Whoa. That was wait a minute. No, you know what? I was looking and it was just rendering a part that was already there. So I don't know where this is. Wait.
All right. So
we need clear weather. Wait.
So one of the cool things. So explain what's happening while I'm showing my screen.
Oh, are you showing your screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. All right. So what's happening is everywhere Mike looks right now, it fills in. Now I want to show you something like absurdly cool if it works. So I'm going to quit out and join you in a second, Mike, because I'm going to go into VR, where in VR I can be looking literally with my eyes and making this happen. So let me try that real quick. This is one of those experimental things. So I'm going to quit out and come back in virtual reality. You'll see me with my lovely goggles on, and I'll be right there. All right, let's see. Okay,
so one of the things that we learned about this also that was interesting while we were experimenting was that it only seemed to there's a lag response. See, so you can actually see now that it stopped working because Steve isn't in the realm anymore.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Because there's some sort of relativity to Steve's character in this.
Or I think one of us has to be near the command block. Which is
right,
okay.
Right. So there's some relativity to the command block that makes this function and not. So as soon as Steve logs back in, you'll see and
then what I'm going to want is to switch.
So what's happening? So you see, so soon as Steve, I assume Steve is back in the world now. Yeah, because I am drawing again.
Oh, but you know what? Can you show my screen now in a second too?
Yeah, you got to reshare your screen though with the
I
the
do.
stream.
Oh, right. Hold on. Technology.
This is super cool. And then we need to do the chicken thing.
Yeah, of course. But first, what I'd like to do, tell me, am I,
Yep.
am I
Yep.
Am I in? Because it doesn't look like it. Oh, come on. Don't play area not found me right now. Now you can all see me. Ugh.
I'll wait
Oops.
till it seems like your screen is working.
Yeah, you know what it did? It gave me like this whole like, all right, whatever. I'm going to skip that. Okay. Acknowledge. I'm okay. Now, all right, here we go. Resume game. Oh, interesting because it's, oh, there we go.
You can also see there's a bit of a weird pointer leg that's a little strange with this, but
All right, so now do you see, let's see, I need to find where you are. Where is this? Where is it relative to the glass dome, the big glass dome?
where is it relative to the big glass dome? It's
you
just follow the train to the underwater dome.
train to underwater dome? I don't know where that is right now.
So
Oh, yep, I see. Train from
the big one to the
sphere
underwater
to-
one.
Yeah, okay. But this is not underwater, right? What you're doing right now?
No, but I'm saying if you follow the train to the underwater one, you're gonna see
Yeah.
me, and then I will take
Well,
you
I'm
to
near
the
the
big one.
underwater one. That's what's weird.
But you're
I'm
not
near it.
there.
Do you see me?
Not yet.
All right, wait. Let me see. In theory, I should.
Just
be
keep
able to
following
teleport you.
keep following the train path.
Well, I'm at the part where it goes into the water.
Right, just keep following it.
Following it where?
Well, I'm gonna lead you there. I don't see you. Where are you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think I'm in the wrong. Let me try to figure out. See, it's funny because I don't know how to do all this in VR.
How do I not see you right now?
Hey, Long.
Oh, there you are. I see you now.
Okay. So
Look
where
look
do I
around
go?
for me. I'm right beside you.
Are you really?
I am totally, and I can totally see you.
All right, that's the weird thing because I do not see you. Oh, I see you. Okay, got it.
All right, you with me?
So yep, I'm with you.
Okay.
That's crazy because I'm following your. Oh, this is crazy, and they're looking at my screen, right?
Yes, they're looking.
I see it. Okay, good. Now you go back to the part where it helps me fill it in, or maybe not. Is it? Are we? See, in theory, let me go into the center. Do you all see me in VR doing this?
Yeah.
So if you go back to the, I'm pretty sure, although it's not really to, I'm pretty sure if you go back now to the command block, you'll start seeing me filling it in literally by looking at it. Because right now it doesn't seem like it's filling in, but I think that's because we're far away. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the spawn again.
Okay.
Oh, I see pillagers.
Don't get pillaged.
I thought it was over by the escape sphere.
No, not really, because I remember going past some stuff to get to the escape.
So I need game mode.
Yeah, let me
survival.
Wait, /game mode survival
at S.
Wait, I got you. Yeah, if it'll let you, but I got you. And now,
yeah, I got it. And then /kill at S.
Did that work?
Yep.
All right.
I know commands too.
Oh, look, Kate, everybody look. Everybody look. So see, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm looking around right now. Can you see? Yeah, I'm literally looking at areas in VR with the headset. Look, no hands, and it's filling in blocks. See that over there? It's like painting with my eyes.
This is not the education version. This is the
Correct.
Windows 10 version.
This is one of the few things you can't really do. You can't do VR in education currently.
So you couldn't do the VR, but you can do everything else that we're doing could be done in Minecraft Education Edition because the command
Yes.
blocks are in Minecraft Education Edition, and
Totally,
all this is commands. So you can absolutely do what we're doing here. The reason why we're not using Education Edition for something like this has a lot to do with like multiplayer and remote multiplayer specifically. So we're in a Minecraft Realm, which is the subscription service that Minecraft has themselves for multiplayer. So so this is a realm which allows us to be multiplayer. So you can see on Steve's screen that he is literally drawing the obsidian blocks with his eyes.
It's funny
by pointing it in VR, which is pretty rad.
I think it's rad. All right, cool. Now, and it's funny because it works. Whoa, those guys doing?
Yeah, you'll get a lot of stuff. Like this is actually, you know what's funny is that if you could do this kind of stuff in like a, my mind goes to like hardcore worlds and whatever. You could make a really pretty cool like little farm for killing zombies, a zombie farm with a sphere, because like tons of in an obsidian sphere, tons of stuff will spawn in there.
And you wanted to try that. You wanted to show the chicken part, right?
Yeah, let's make a new one and we'll do the chicken. So why don't you come back to
I gotta go out and back in. Yeah.
Okay. And that'll be the final thing. We're nowhere over time, but this is actually worth sticking around for, people, because this is the hysterical part.
Yeah, this is the grand finale.
Steve is logging out. I will show my screen. Here we go. So I'm back at the spawn, and so now we have. Oh, I need to / game mode.
Yeah, we're live right now, Jason.
At S. All right. So now we have this.
Oh, okay. So Cleverlight just pointed out something that we really need to realize too, is if we set a ticking area. I guess I never fully understood ticking areas, but if we set a ticking area, then the command blocks will still be active. So a command block, I guess, is only active a certain distance from the player, unless you set a ticking area, and then that whole area is. So thank you, Cleverlight. So / ticking area, add circle, blah, 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 32 spawn. All right, we'll have to play around with that next time. This, did you answer K. Rubenstein? Mike?
That was the Minecraft EDU, yeah?
Yeah.
So you can see what we're doing here. We're building a tunnel from the big sphere. That'll be kind of like the home sphere. And this tunnel goes all the way to an underwater sphere. And then what I just did was kind of map it out so that you can go from the center of this one into this new Death Star looking obsidian sphere, which was such a great idea. And then I think that what we'll do is we'll go even higher, and we'll go from kind of the center of this sphere here. And if I go up and back, by the way, in Steve and I's little world, my role is form, not function. I try to make things look good.
and I annoy you by my sloppiness at times.
Okay, like so I'm in a spot now where I would like a moderately larger ice sphere.
Ice. We're going with ice.
Made by chickens, please.
Yeah. So we will start with execute.
Make sure you share your screen, please.
I will share my screen, please.
So
I
that
hope
can
you're all
switch.
having as much fun as we are.
And then I will switch to your screen so we can see the code.
Now, is it wrong that I don't get the Cerebro reference? All right, let's see. Execute. Oh, X-Men. Okay, see, that's why. My wife would have got it. Execute at E. All right, what's the center point?
Oh, yes. We are 603 161 345.
All right. And I believe then it was Phil. Carrot. How big?
So the last one was 20, correct?
Yeah,
So let's make it 25.
25. Should we do the 24 for the, yeah, why not, right?
Yeah, so that it makes it only one. So the second number, folks, is the thickness, essentially.
Yeah, and what did we say we're going to make it out of?
Ice.
Ice, baby.
Now, don't
All
turn
right.
it on until I switch screens.
Okay, but wait, so ice, is that all I needed? I forget. Is that?
Oh, we need to know the block name? We can look that up.
Yeah.
Block names Minecraft. I will get
Let's
you
just-
that.
So I would do it as, watch this. Wait, watch this, Mike. Am I still
enter a
on?
block
Wait.
name. Wait.
No, don't do it that way. Watch this. If I just go slash
Yeah, block-
Phil, and then I just type in ice. Ice is what it is. Oops.
Yeah, it's ice.
Okay, so I just messed something up on this one, but I didn't mean to. Gotta get rid of that or we'll. All right, so now, so there's the ice, right? And then, see where our, right. So tell me the center point again in a second for our chickens.
Sure.
11. All right, so summon, oops. Summon chicken. Okay. What was that center point again?
603 161 345. Sorry.
Okay. So here what's gonna happen is we're gonna I have to be careful about this, but we're gonna have an unlimited. Oh, my browser has lost connection to my camera. Do you still hear me?
I still hear you.
Okay. And do you still see my screen?
I see your screen, and that's
all right. That's perfect.
We're gonna switch to my screen in a second.
Okay. So the summon chickens here, it's gonna be a repeat, so it's gonna summon a gazillion chickens here in a second. Now, the beauty of this is that the and actually if you hear me, Mike?
You were getting choppy a little.
All right, well, here, I'm going to give you some seeds. Wheat seeds. I think these will, as you place these wheat seeds in different areas, I think the chickens will look at them, and that also helps the situation. Okay? Jason, am I a little better now? No, you know what? Oh, control mouse wheel click copies it with the contents. Okay, that's awesome. See, I love
hot tip.
Yeah, what I love about this whole streaming situation is like when we get people like Clever Like and Dinner Beef on and everybody, and we start to learn from each other. To me, life gets great. So thank you for that because I've been copying them, but I didn't know I could copy it with the contents. That's
amazing.
That is
actually.
awesome. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna still do. I like our little.
Don't turn it on until you let me know you're ready.
All right, I just like our little redstone lamp trick. Okay, so tell me when you're ready. How about that?
We're gonna switch to my view, and we're ready to. Hold on. I'm gonna turn that off. All right, now we're ready.
Come on.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, there we go. That was weird.
And it is
Wait,
going
Now ready
fast.
for the chickens?
Yeah.
Okay, the chickens should be coming in.
Oh, I'm not
So
clicking
the chickens
anywhere.
are helping to
Yeah,
do this right now.
Explain what's happening. So as the chickens
as they
are
look,
looking around, yeah.
They are filling in the areas. Basically, anything in the game. I'm going to slow down the chickens here. Anything in the game that is in there, like if I remember, we did bats before. Here, we'll do that again. Why don't we we're going to change chickens to bats for a minute. You down with that?
The bats were kind of cool too.
I don't know if they, bats. All right. See, here they come.
Where are the bats? Where are the bats?
Are they there?
Yeah.
All right. So the bats, I stopped them. I'm going to do slash. Oh, boy.
What's funny is because this sphere is way up in the air, the chickens, and because there was no bottom in the sphere, the chickens, most of the chickens fell right through it, are floating down to the ground.
That's why sometimes the bats are good. Maybe we need some parrots. I think we need parrots.
And then Steve just murdered all the chickens. Parrots?
Ready?
Yeah. Oh. Oh man.
Oh, we have too much fun. Life is fun, everybody.
Oh man, that's hilarious. So it doesn't look like I'm drawing anything, but definitely blocks are being filled in.
Yeah, well, that's the parrots. Look at them; they're so pretty.
And that would be the parrots.
The parrots don't seem very good at. Maybe they like to be perched because they're going down. Why aren't they flying? Fly, parrots, fly!
And it definitely looked like the chickens were doing the best job. Oh, yeah. Parrots fly when you hit them.
Okay. So maybe they're trying to eat the chicken. I'm going to put this stream without a doubt on YouTube right after this too. This was good stuff, fun stuff.
Plop out some more chickens for me.
Chickens.
See if we can get the bottom filled in. It's coming.
All right, here we go. Boom. And see, that's where the seeds come in. Like if you move the seeds around, I don't know if it works when they're in the air, but see how and if you run into them.
Oh yeah. We realize that they fall in a giant column unless you hit them.
You've been quoted. This plop out some more chickens for me, Mike.
Wow, that's funny.
That might need to be
that's worth putting up on the screen.
I think that should be memed or yeah.
Screenshot. Put that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I asked for it and it happened though, so.
Can we make a Tetris game with falling chickens? Man, that's an interesting thought.
So you can see that just in like a few minutes, we've basically built a giant ice sphere, and it's almost filled in. Oh, there's the Pillager Tower.
Whoa, let me see that. Who did that?
Oh, that's an automatically generated. You've never seen a Pillager Tower?
Oh wow! No, when you showed it from back there, it looked like it was a pixel art.
No, cool. The Pillager Towers are cool. This actually sucks. This is like a pillager village, and it's funny because it's right beside a villager village, and that I've never seen that before. That's hilarious. That's not good.
That's like that's like the Butter Battle book.
I was gonna say that's like worst case scenario right there.
Yeah.
So we have our ice sphere, and our obsidian sphere. And then here, yeah. So I wonder, was the obsidian one still turned on?
Was the what?
It had it. So when one command block is
Oh,
running
so-
and then you make another one, do both function like based
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
same?
yeah. Any repeating command block is functioning. So right now, if you look at, well, if you want to switch to my screen, I have like a bunch of these are on, and we could just turn them off because they're probably also taking up energy, memory, and stuff.
Yeah, because it's
Um,
pretty choppy. Because what I was going to say is that the obsidian block, the obsidian sphere, is completely filled in now.
Okay, so right now the only one that should be doing anything is the ice one, and it's funny too because look, when you look at the output from the command block, it says like failed to execute fill as salmon, tropical fish, pufferfish, cod, like all these things that are in the world that it just didn't work.
Oh no,
It's kinda funny.
is it going to be breaking our? Is it breaking our underwater sphere as we speak?
Only if it's going into it, is it?
Uh,
And see what I just did? I just turned the command block output back on, and it now shows, once again, it actually shows which all the blocks that are being filled as they're being filled, which is kind of neat. See that? So 2 blocks filled, 1 block filled. So as these are being filled, it's telling us.
I don't remember if the original is the original spheres command on?
Oh crud!
Oh, what'd you do?
Well, I forgot to sign in to school so far today,
Ah,
so I need to do that.
sounds like you're streaming, but you're not. So nice. This is very, very cool. So there, here I'm gonna go back to my. So we're in the original sphere, and then flying down and around to the underwater sphere. We're gonna build a tunnel here.
Yeah, Renchi, would you write me a pass, please? Thank you.
What's super cool is that there's actually like an underwater monument right beside the tunnel. So it's fun to like pass by it. You'll, especially in VR, which was kind of the point of some of this, is that you can drive into that and then up to the obsidian sphere we just made.
So STEM Cultivator had a great question. No, what happens when I turn off the lever is it just stops doing what it's doing. So right now, the way these work is like, see how that sphere is not 100% filled in. So when the see that water coming out? When the command block is activated, it's filling in. When I turn it off, it just stops building at the moment. But no, it doesn't. Nothing disappears. Yes, it freezes progress.
Can we turn off that reporting?
Yeah. But what's that water doing? Like, why is water coming out of the world, out of the sky?
I think the ice is melting.
Oh, yes. That makes sense.
I think the ice is melting. I think that making an ice sphere in a non-ice biome might not have been the best idea, friends.
Is at least spilling into water?
It is. We are mostly over the water.
Well, we could undo it all in a sense and do the just make it fill the whole thing with air instead of ice at this point, if you want. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's gonna go away, or if we want to end the stream by deleting this, you can.
I mean, does it matter? Do you want to?
I'm indifferent.
Let's do it just so we can start seeing it happen, because I think that'd be kind of cool. And then we will end the stream.
It's funny. It's like the sphere is crying.
Okay, now ready? Let's see if it starts turning it all to air.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that is so cool. It's cooler than it being built to see it leaving.
Where is it? I don't even see. I saw it when
I need full screen. There we go. Full screen. Get the UI
oh, wait,
out of the way.
Let me see yours. Oh, I see. Wow. So now it's being filled with
Erased.
air. Yes.
That is so cool.
So why don't we end our stream there?
Saying goodbye, just like the ice sphere.
Yes. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. This was fun. I'll be back on doing something very similar. Mike, are you available to do it with me at 2:00 also on the NASEF channel?
I think so.
All right. Well, if we can, let's do it. I'll be there for sure. But I would love to work with you again, as we could have so much fun. All right.
Oh
cool.
boy. Very cool.
All right. So everybody, I am going to say goodbye for now.
Thanks for watching, everybody. This was fun.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.